up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose love, but truly you suck. Gon' make ways for a prodigy.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go, here we go.
In motion right goes Adams. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. Well, they come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start cooking on those key 3rd down throws.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. Taken in at the 22. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
Let's go now. 18, Pioneer. 79 Broncos. Ready.
Hooker now on play action. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
18-yard line.
And now the first run for Devon Achane. Runs through the contact. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
Third down, here's Achane. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He'll look to set up his blockers. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
That's caught right side by Mims. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. When you look at this defense, they come into this one rounding out the top 10 in the 10 spot against the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. Well, how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And this play is going nowhere as he dives to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cam Smith. They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So, Charles, our first points of the game provided defensively. What a play that was.
Well, I can only imagine that the folks at home watching are thinking to themselves, that's one of those plays where once the ball leaves the quarterback's hands, you just sort of go, uh-oh, and wait for the result. This time, the defense benefited.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
21. Here's 12. Now, here we go.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
Here we go.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, Did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. This defense for the Dolphins, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here we go, here we go.
3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by Mims. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's Hill on the return. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Almost the full length of the field, a 90-yard punt return. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
With the old rules about not fielding punts inside your own 10, those things are way out the window, aren't they?
Yeah, they say put your heels on the 10-yard line, but when you return it, maybe your coach doesn't say anything to you, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of special teams coaches, if they've got a special guy, they'll say, yeah, okay, you can go to the 8. But this one, he really had some guts.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. Here's Abdullah from his end zone.
Here we go.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter, you get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Here we go.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Here we go.
The Raiders on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Busts through the tackle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. A throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense have other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
11.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They get this out left. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to within a score. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Ready?
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
7 Pirates! 7 Pirates!
Here's Hooker. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for Dolphins.
Hey, check that. Street.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Achane on 1st and 10. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Come on. Hey! Dragon 60. 18 Rattlers. Ready?
They go play action. Here's Hooker. He's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. And even 40 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A A give left side. Here's Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Hurt! 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 Right there, hurt! Rig it! Mustang 19! 60 Maverick! 60 Maverick! Hurt!
In motion right, that's Hamler.
Ready!
Right back to Achane on second down. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Okay, break!
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Now a bootleg with Hooker. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
4-yard line.
Here we go.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Go, Riggs. Go.
A give up the middle to H.A. Yeah, he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
First down, they go back to H.A. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Dolphins, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Ready.
Option handoff now to H.A. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Here we go. Check. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Panther 11. Panther 11. Panther Street. Panther Street. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Hill going to go in motion right. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. Ready?
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. Give him 2 yards that time. It's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. And quickly, they get to the line. 3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Gets this one to Hill. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And they can't bring him down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Once again, it's Jacobs, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And now they're in the hurry-up. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 6.
13. Stay hot.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. The gain of 5, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
11.
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. That is caught. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
First down, Las Vegas.
The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Down at the 25.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
At the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. Garoppolo looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here we go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Throw left side, taken in by Mims. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. They call it a loss of a yard there. And this brings up a 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
Garoppolo again. And he's got it. Touchdown. Davante Adams. With career touchdown number 94, he ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a fourth down now. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And he fields it cleanly. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 72 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, so this is a first down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
On second down, Jacobs shedding through the defense. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, Garoppolo. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This is a perfect example of what separates the elite quarterbacks. Has his man open, way too anxious, ends up firing it in there with way too much zip on it. The great ones, they know how to relax and put the appropriate velocity on the football.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26.
21.
Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Here comes second down and 5. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. A big play here. Crowd on their feet. 3rd and 4. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Carlson able to put this one through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position. With all 3 timeouts, I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
And he returns this to the 22.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
Ready.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Brandon, sometimes just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Smash, smash.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock gets all 0.
exactly what you want. Not much time, and a touchdown to put things away.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's 1st and 10.
Flag! One, Omaha. Set.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Let go.
Hooker now off play action. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and we talk so much about